Tom is on the air.
Oh, you said something funny that just made me laugh while I was driving out
You're
here.
kidding. Me?
No, what it was.
I never say anything funny.
It was in the. It was during the interview between Dick Clark and Vinny
Barbarino.
John Travolta.
Or John Revolting.
Jackie will verify I am not good with names on actors, and so I know who John Travolta is. I didn't know that was Vinny though.
Right.
I wasn't making it. So he was in Carrie. I don't remember him in Carrie.
That was
He
his
was the
first
boyfriend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Carrie.
He was the cool guy.
That was so gruesome that you just kind of. I can remember Carrie.
Mm-hmm. Pig blood.
Sissy.
How was your
Spacek.
prom?
See, Mark says stuff that's funny.
Mark.
How would people get a hold of us, Laura? This is Thinking Real Estate.
I know, and my husband said-
www.thinkingrealestate.com.
They could email you,
Right?
Mark at thinkingrealestate.com. Somebody test that right now.
Well, Bill
Let's
did
see.
last week.
I know, but we need someone to test it right
Other than
now.
family members.
I just got our best woodworking resource.
I don't know what that means.
It's some spam email.
Oh. And then you can call 787-3397. Now, I've been told we should repeat that throughout the show.
Yeah, 787-3397.
But not all
I
at
mean,
once. No, they don't.
That was the phone number when there were rotary dial phones. That's been the number since.
I'm sorry. No, they don't. We have young listeners that don't.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We have a couple new, because the meeting I was at this morning, I said to a couple
They're
people.
listening over at Dibble.
They're piping it through, probably.
Did I say something funny, Mark?
Right.
Oh,
What's
my
on the
goodness.
docket
So,
today, Laura?
hey, Dick Clark's
Hey.
home in Malibu is for sale.
Already?
Now, it has been for
It
sale.
was. They listed it in March.
Oh, they knew he...
22.89 Ocean View eye-popping acres.
Now, I went through that virtually. I took the virtual tour.
Yeah, and are you going to buy it? We'll sell it. We don't
We
have
can refer him.
We can refer him, because we don't have a license in California.
It's not my style, and I would never live in California.
It's kind of like...
It looks like a cave.
It's kind of the bedrock look.
It's crazy. It's
Like the Flintstones.
Yeah.
They lived in bedrock.
Yeah.
Right. Look at that. That's
See, I didn't
weird.
know who
That's good
Vinny
video right there.
Barbarino-
I'm like, look at that.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that's good radio, yeah.
You must know Stoney Curtis, son. From the Flintstones.
And Margrock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, guess how much it is?
Boy, it's got to be pricey.
$3.5 million.
Oh, that's not.
It
that's
does look
nothing.
like bedrock.
He bought the
doesn't it?
land in 1991.
It's
for
22
$500.
acres?
Isn't it
22
only a
acres.
one-bedroom?
It's 1 bedroom, 2 bath.
Yeah, that was on the Today Show. That
Look at the view, though. It's
gal
pretty.
that
See?
looks.
Is that his
That's cool.
summer home, or?
It's his, I don't know. Do people with that kind of money have summer homes, or do they just have homes all over?
He has one bathroom?
Two bathrooms,
but this is-
one bedroom.
According to this article, he has more homes than that just in Malibu.
Right, okay.
More homes than just this one.
All right.
So, anyway,
That
that's
particular.
our Dick Clark news for today.
He'll have probably a lot of
You're
homes
on it,
for
Mark.
sale.
Well, I listened to the radio on the way here,
And that was
that's
three-
all
Mark-
Greg talked about.
You didn't give us the price.
3.5 million.
3.5, okay.
I tried to mouth it to you so you could
What?
guess and be correct.
Make
but
an offer. My guess is they're motivated.
Things always go for less once someone passes away.
Or
Really?
more.
Yeah.
Or more.
No, it depends on if the family gets along. How many estates have you dealt with where all of a sudden it becomes greedy?
Or you hear this. I'm not giving it away.
Yeah. Oh, we could. You know what we could talk about? Remember that I found that article, the 8 ways to tick off your real estate agent. Remember that one?
I do remember.
Yeah, but before you do that, are you taking calls?
We would love calls. 787-3397.
Good morning.
Good morning. I got a good one for you.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a 1979 double wide in the city. I can't get anybody to come in and roof it because I have a 212 pitch. And I need to know how I get rid of my house.
You own the land?
It's a land contract.
But do you own the land? Is it on you're not paying rent for the lot?
No, the house is paid.
Why
And-
can't you get anybody to sell it?
No, she said roof it, right? Didn't you?
Yes, I can't get anyone to roof it because it has a 212 pitch, and they can't guarantee the shingles because if you understand the 212 pitch, what happens in the winter time is the snow melts and freezes, and it melts again and freezes, it backs up and separates the shingle.
Well, why would a roofer care? I mean, as long as you're happy with it, why would they care whether? I mean, if it lasts 5 years or if it lasts 50 years, that's your deal.
Not theirs, right? That's a good point, Mark.
I'm confused by that.
Okay, well, the other part of it is
I-
black mold growing in my house, and I can't get rid of it.
Well, that is
That's a different issue.
Yeah, you're
That's a-
asking us questions that I don't think we can help with. I mean, my advice
Well, I
on
need to figure out how I can get, what I'm asking is, how do I get a realtor to work with me to try to, with
Do-
these issues to be able to sell it?
Every-
That's what I want to
Do you have a
Oh,
mortgage?
she wants to
on
sell it.
I understand that.
Oh, okay.
Do you have a mortgage?
No.
Okay, free and clear. And it's in the city limit, or
she has a land contract, so she does have a.
Can't-
Oh, so it's paid off.
Yeah, it's paid off.
Well, every house is saleable. Every house is saleable.
Right. You just may not get what
you
you
think
want.
it's worth.
Right. And what year is this property?
Pardon?
What year is the property?
The house is a 1979 double wide.
Yeah, and you'd have to sell it on a land contract because nobody will be able to mortgage it
Okay.
Or cash.
or cash.
There's lots of cash.
But if you have black mold, that's probably your biggest
yeah,
problem right
780-3800 after 11 o'clock this morning, and we'll help.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. They'll help you. They'll bail you out.
That's right. We'll do what we
Mary,
can.
Mary will answer the phone.
We-
Say hi to Mary.
We we thrive on challenges.
I don't think that's a challenge. Every house is sellable.
Well,
Well,
it's
that's
free
true.
and clear. I
That's
mean, she
true.
owns it.
Free and clear. The biggest challenge is the black mold, but depending on where it is,
Well,
it can probably solve.
my first question would be, how do you know it's black mold? I mean, has it been
Well, I know,
tested
she's
for that?
saying it
Well, I
is, so I'm
understand
relying
that.
on her
I understand
statement.
that, but
Right.
it could just be mold. It
Right.
could be mold that's black. That's
and
not
it could
black
be
mold,
it could be easily curable. So
or not.
You can get rid of mold, right?
yes,
Okay.
Those are good questions, though.
I don't understand why somebody wouldn't rough it, though.
I think Mark's got a good.
I think
I don't,
the people who were being asked were the wrong people.
right. I don't know.
And it appears that a realtor or two that she had talked to wanted no part of that.
You should see the people. Well, never mind. That's another whole story.
I don't know where you're going with that, so don't blame me. Anybody
Save
out
that for
there.
next week.
Yeah, we'll talk after we're
Okay, so I just want to remind people of VA loans. Actually, I've got a client who's
I just
working
closed on one last
on
week.
a VA loan. So don't forget VA loans. They work with past and current military personnel.
Anybody who's a veteran, not a veterinarian.
And
Although
anyone
it could be a veterinarian too.
who was a
veteran.
veteran. Right. Anyone who has served in active duty in any of the branches for at least 90 days qualifies for
Really?
VA
Wow.
loan. And non-active personnel such as National Guard or Army Reserve can take advantage after 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a nice perk.
yeah.
I just closed on one last week where the buyer was a veteran, not my client, and he left with $8 and some change after the closing.
Oh, there must be. Really?
Yeah.
That's probably the
He
first
bought
time in
a
a long
house.
time where I saw someone walk away with
He bought
money.
a house and walked away with $8 and some change.
Wow.
They were going to McDonald's.
VA loans are zero down.
Hence, they walked away with
With
$8
money, right.
and some change.
There's also no private mortgage insurance.
Really?
There is a one-time funding fee that's slightly more than 2% of the loan value.
Okay.
But
So
you're not paying
a
private-
$100,000 mortgage would be $2,000.
Right. But
And
you're
that
not
gets
paying
wrapped
that
up.
monthly PMI, which
Plus,
is,
you're getting that wrapped into your mortgage. So if you bought a $100,000 house, your mortgage is going to be for $102 plus.
or you can pay it up front.
Okay.
Okay. So there's 25 million people that are eligible, but only about 10 to 15% of the people out there have taken advantage of it.
Really?
25 million.
Well, in the days when financing was more easily obtained, I don't think it was terribly necessary. But nowadays, I think
Well, the cool thing is it's zero down.
I agree.
That's like rural development. Don't forget about rural development loans out there.
Rural.
Rural. Sorry.
Rule.
I'll start calling you Bill. Who says he's listening?
So what are the 8 ways to tick off, I was going to say something else, but tick off your real
The
estate
article
agent.
says tick off.
Right.
And don't forget our phone number here if you have any questions. It's
Now she's going to be
787
overkill on this.
787-3397.
You might have other ideas of how to tick off a realtor.
Right.
Call him with dumb questions.
With us, it's just, never mind.
Or, no.
Go ahead. Give me one.
Well, one is,
Hit me.
it says, please don't turn into an all-knowing Insta expert just because you have an internet connection.
Or watch HGTV.
Oh, well, HGTV I think has helped our business.
Yeah, I would say
I
that it
would
has,
say-
except that when they have shows like Selling New York or Selling LA, where they've got these, $20 million listings, and they have these parties that, these wine and cheese and food parties.
Don't you have those, Mark?
No,
For any of your
I
listings?
do not.
Okay.
No,
Well,
I do, but not during work.
I mean, I'm working with a nice couple
I call that dinner.
that knows they want to be on Lake Columbia,
Right.
and they have done their research, and they know, I'll do my research too when we find the house to make sure the price, and I've already done it on one that they've looked at, and it's kind of cool because when I say this is what I think it's worth, and he says, I agree with you because they know all these houses inside and out. But they're stepping back and listening to me, which I appreciate. Where there are other people out there that just because they've been on the internet or they've talked to their friends,
Right. Or
the
parents.
ones I don't like are the ones that the friend told them to do this that
Well-
doesn't have anything to do with real estate.
What concerns me is that, we do this every single day.
Right.
Every single day.
And it's the biggest
24/7.
investment of your life.
And we,
Pretty much.
this is, so people will ask us our opinion about listing a house, and let's just say it's worth $100,000, and they say, well, let's list it for $125 to see if we get anything, and then 6 months later, we're the bad guys because their house hasn't sold for $125, and then when you talk to them about getting realistic on the price, it's a difficult conversation.
Right. Well, yeah. The next one is, I like this one. I don't run into this very often, but please don't eat up your agent's time with unresolved personal arguments.
What? Say that again?
Please don't eat up your agent's time with unresolved
do that?
personal. Well, apparently somebody has because they put it in this article, and I don't really run into that.
Okay.
Do you?
No, not usually.
Um.
Although I was at a closing where the ex-wife hit the ex-husband,
Oh,
so
that-
that was clearly unresolved.
There were some unresolved issues. Okay, what about please don't accuse the agent of sabotage?
I don't think I've had that happen. Have
Yeah. No, I have had people tell me that other agents that they've worked with, they felt like they were just trying to steer them to that house and tell them there was another offer on the property just to get them to write an offer. Or another agent might have a listing and you write an offer. I might write an offer on it, and the other agent might say, "I've got another offer coming in" or something. I have had clients think that.
That'd be unethical.
That's a tough question. My personal opinion is it depends upon how it was handled by that other agent.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean,
have-
I don't do that.
Even if there's no offer.
who's
if
got
there's-
time for that?
Yeah, if there's no offer, I'm not going to tell another agent there's
Well,
no
not
offer.
only that, I think that I have had recently other agents use me to generate another offer. I have written an offer on a house and it's not the offer, and I think then that agent wrote their own offer.
Oh, yeah,
In fact, I know that's what happened.
Yeah, I have done that.
Is that ethical?
I have seen that happen.
I would say probably not, but is there anything I can do about it?
No.
Just don't forget it.
No, but if you've got if I've got a buyer sitting on the sideline, now I will tell you how I handle that. If I have a buyer sitting on the sideline and you write an offer on my listing, I will tell you that I have a buyer out there so that you know, if my buyer happens to get the transaction, I'm not using you, that it's all on the upside, on the
Up and up.
up and up. Thank you. What do you think of that?
Yeah. I can live with that.
Okay. And here's another one. Please don't mistake the agent for your parent. I don't have that problem either. I mean, I advise people, and I'm showing houses last night, and I say, you guys get to pick the house you want. I'm just gonna throw things out there so that you know, and when you buy your house, you will have understood all the situations.
Do you get people that whatever random thought comes into their poor head will text you that thought?
No, I don't.
I
I
do.
do not get that. Well, maybe you're
Well,
nicer
you're
than I am.
You're a Twitter.
And I love them.
You're a Twitter.
Yeah.
You're a different
No, I'm-
personality
You're not
than
a
I
Twitter?
am.
No.
Okay.
That's because, never mind, we've had this discussion in the office.
Yes, we do. Yeah, we can't. Yeah.
I have a question. Did you know that realtors by gender, 43% male, 57% female?
Huh.
It's in writing.
Oh, right,
it's
right.
on the
Yeah.
internet, so
Okay,
it must be true.
yeah, it must be true. This one says, please don't.
Did you know that? You
No,
didn't
I
answer
knew
my
there were
question.
more. I knew there were more females.
I'm actually
I'm surprised there's that many
That's what I think
males.
too. I agree with that.
That there's that many males.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
by that.
Yeah. All right, next one. Please don't turn your nose up curbside and refuse to view the inside of a house.
I agree with that, and I've had that happen a lot.
Yeah.
Not to, I don't like it when clients do that, so I tend not to do that. Like I make them go in,
Right.
but I've had that happen a lot.
But
where-
there's sometimes when the house is, one of the houses I showed out, and I mentioned this to the buyer last night, one of the houses I showed last night, the curb appeal I didn't think was great, but inside it was a really nice house. So,
Plus, it's the neighborhood. It's not just the house.
right, and where I was showing houses, it was all the neighbors.
Guess how many realtors
were
there are
nice.
in the United States?
We're going back and forth.
Yeah.
There's 250 in Jackson, I believe, in our board. So there used to be 1 million. I'm saying 500,000.
1,024,669.
That's a lot.
I thought we used to only have 1 million, and our board has
That's
dropped
as of
by half.
October 31st, 2011.
All right, here's one. Please don't refuse to believe the agent might know something. Now that one I like. What do you think? We do know what we're doing. And I think a lot of the agents out there right now in this market know what they're doing.
Most of them full time.
This is, yeah,
Yeah,
I'd be
that's the one thing that
hard-pressed.
this economy has done is weeded out the people that.
that were part-time. You cannot be, as a person out there, you don't want to work with a part-time agent. Every transaction is challenging. And the agent has to know what they're doing.
Every realtor that I know is crazy busy right now.
Right, and you have to be creative in this market.
Do you know the information source used in home searches? 88% use the internet.
Yeah,
88%
that doesn't
of people.
surprise me. In fact, I'm surprised it's not in the 90s by now.
87 is from a real estate agent. 55 is from a yard sign, which I think is down. We tracked this for a long time, and I think our calls were like up in the 70s when we were tracking it.
For yard signs, and I like yard signs because they already know the neighborhood, and they know so that's the area they want to be in. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it matters what size the yard sign is? Because I had a client say to me, "Well, I've seen other properties and those signs are bigger," and I'm like, "Well, it doesn't."
I don't
matter.
think it. I think.
What do you think, Greg?
If it's one of those corrugated signs,
Yeah.
that's hard to read. You don't know if it's a lawn service or a repair person or a realtor. I think it needs to be a solid.
A for sale sign.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree.
And I think you can tell the difference between. I think you can tell for the most part. I think you can tell.
Sorry, I
the
didn't mean to
outside.
doze off there.
Are we boring you?
No,
Okay.
this is entertainment at its finest.
There you go. And please don't think you can get a better deal. A much, much better deal. What do you think of that? That was the seventh thing that ticks off your real estate agent.
You know what else? Here's a good statistic. For sale by owners accounted for 10% of home sales in 2011 and sold for an average of $150,000 compared to $215,000 for agent-assisted home
Oh,
sales.
yeah, I believe that
$65,000
difference, wow, I believe that. Here, I'll pay you.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, you know, realtors do their job. It's the most expensive thing in your life is your home.
It
Other
is.
than your wife, probably.
Except in Jackson, because now it's your car.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Anyway,
The last thing, we're not gonna elaborate on it because we don't have time, is please don't two-time your agent. And I agree with that. Find an agent you like working with and stick with them.
right.
Okay.
I have an open house, so
All right.
hurry. Just
Price-
do your open houses.
Well, now I got price changes. Sauk
Open
Trail,
houses.
Burning Tree, which is Northwest Schools, Sharon Western Schools, Benton, Napoleon Schools, Pringle, City of Jackson, and County Farm Road Western Schools. Call me for those price changes, 780-3800. And then
or
open houses.
www.thinkingrealestate.com.
Okay, and open houses 1 to 2:30. Both of these are Napoleon Schools. 5489 Benton Road, which is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath for $114. That's a new price, new carpet. And 4620 Clark Lake Road, 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bath. Nice house, $149.9, and they'll consider a short-term land contract. What do you have?
3836 Lenlow off of Stonewall,
Oh, that's a cute house.
149.7, 1 to 3 on Sunday.
Open house.
Open house.
Great house.
Cute house.
Best price in that neighborhood.
780-3800
Yep, thinkingrealestate.com.
for information.